cryptocurrency. Pardon my outfit, I literally just got done mowing the lawn. And the time is now set for Thunderbit for my first withdrawal of a larger sum. I did my first withdrawal yesterday, and my example was about $6 because I had my $1,000 in there for about an hour or so. But after putting the additional capital in, it is now time to do a withdrawal. So I'm going to go to the withdrawal tab here, and you can see it just kind of keeps on going up, and it just stops at a certain point. So the more I refresh this page, the more this number is going to go up. But I'm just going to call that good for now. You just simply hit this check mark here that says yes, I confirm that my Bitcoin wallet is correct, because 1LY EP18 is my wallet. And it just has to be at least 24 hours since the last one. And I did the last one at 1927, which was about 12:30. And so you can see right now it's about 1:13 my time. So we're going to go ahead and give this a go. So I'm going to hit the Submit Transaction button here. And now you can see my account balance has gone back down. And it says you will receive 0.408-60894. So let's go find out what that looks like here. Here is the transaction ID. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Let's pull that up, and it still says unconfirmed, but it looks like it's going to be popping in there pretty quick here. So my transaction is for 0.408. Let's just copy this here. I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator to see what that is worth. I'm going to go here to the Google page, and I like to refresh this and see what it's looking like. So it's about $1,600. Not bad for day two. And so I wanted to make sure I got enough in here to be able to get at least $1,000 or $1,100 a day. So I put 1,000 in, then I put 10,000 in. You can see here's my deposits here. So I got 1,000 in for my first one. And then after I made sure that withdrawal worked, I put about 10 grand in worth of Bitcoin in yesterday's dollars. Now, Bitcoin is still a little bit volatile here. You can see it's down a little bit from yesterday, and it was down a little bit from the day before. But if you look at the 1 week point, we're still right around where we were a week ago. It's still plus 1%. And if you look at 1 month ago, we're still up. So you can see Bitcoin is being a little volatile, but I have a feeling that it's going to come back at some point, and so I just want to refresh this now and see if it's coming through to my blockchain yet, because I do have a transaction ID here. Let's go look at that transaction ID, and it's still mentioning that it's unconfirmed, but we'll have to just kind of keep monitoring this. I'm hoping for you guys that the blockchain has been a little bit faster. I did a couple of withdrawals this morning, and they worked. It seemed to me like it worked a little faster, but it kind of depends on the size of the transaction too. Looks like this particular transaction, I'm not seeing a whole lot of movement quite yet on it, and that's okay. I'm not terribly concerned about it because I have a transaction, and it is in the, and I can look up that transaction ID in multiple sources and verify that it's there. So I think overall we're in good shape. So definitely, if you're willing to take the risk with me, Thunderbit.io is the one that's doing 10% daily, and we got in yesterday. Yesterday was day one of this, and so thanks to the tips from you guys and some of the websites that I've been monitoring and whatnot, we're now on day two here, and so we're able to jump in on a 10%er right away at the beginning. There it is. There's my transaction pending right now. You can see it's worth about $1,600, which is phenomenal. So I'm super excited about this. If you guys are willing to take the risk with me, definitely jump in on this and do it quick, because these 10%ers, they tend to last. I'm seeing like BitLake was around day 11, and it's kind of fizzling at the moment. Microhash is actually still growing strong right now. I'm still getting my withdrawals, and that's been 28 days and counting. So somewhere between 20 and 30 days is what we could possibly expect from Thunderbit. If it continues to go well, deposits keep coming in, it will elongate. There's some like Tradie.io that went 54 days or 56 days. And then there's others that if you look at some of those hype monitors, HYIP monitors. You can just Google that. You'll see that there's a bunch of them that last, and they last on average anywhere from 20 days to some of them will go north of 60 days. So I'm really hoping Thunderbit pays off as long as possible, and I decided to jump in right at the beginning so I could have as much of that pay as possible before the website shuts down. So keep in mind, this is super high risk, and so only put money in here that you can afford to lose. And but I thank you for everybody who's been using my referral link. You can see just the pure amount that I've gotten in referrals alone. That's helped, that's added about $500 a day worth of interest onto my payments. So if you want to know how I'm getting referrals, it's literally just making YouTube videos. And if you look in the description below, you'll see there's a link in my description to my Ryan's list. And so this is my document that I'm updating in real time, that I've got all of the different sites that I'm in and whether they're paying or not, all the sites that I'm testing, all the ones that I'm saying don't invest in anymore that I at one point did promote, but not to promote, such as BitLake, Ambis, Microhash. I'm no longer promoting Microhash just because their support, it has been just unbelievably slow. They're still paying, but I definitely wouldn't put any more money into Microhash. Last I heard, BitLake was not paying. Ambis is on a 48-hour hold right now, and so they're holding funds for 48 hours starting early this morning. So by Monday, potentially, there might be we might be able to go back in there if you have some Ambis funds and move them from your active investment to your user balance. You can see I have a little bit of user balance left in there, and how you do that is by going to the investments page here, and then you can click to withdraw the investments. It'll tell you that they're going to charge you 7%, and then it'll stick that investment into your user balance, and then you can withdraw it from there. But they're stuck right now for the next 48 hours, and I have that in the document here. So you'll see the link to my list where I've got all of the projects that I'm in and the status of all those projects. So I'm still going to keep a green light on Thunderbit right now. It's my best 10%er right now simply because the support has been really good. I emailed them back and forth a lot yesterday, and they were very, very responsive. And number two, we're in on day one, now day two. So it's a great time to jump in on this because the sooner you get in, the more money you can make off of this particular program. And then you can take the money that you're making from these and put them into some of the more conservative programs like BitConnect, like Control Finance, like USI Tech. And so these are other really good programs that I've been recommending and loving. The only problem with some of those other programs is that they pay only somewhere between 1 and 1.5%. Of course, BitConnect kind of varies, and so it can go as high as 2%, it can go as low as 0. So anyway, that's my recommendation, and I wanted to show a live withdrawal of Thunderbit, and you can see it's still in my wallet there as unconfirmed, and I'll monitor that, and I'll let people know in my document how long it took to get the transactions to go through. Now the blockchain transactions, whenever you see something held up there, that has nothing to do with the website. It has everything to do with the blockchain and the mining that they're using and things like that. So, don't judge a website based on how long it takes transactions to confirm, because it really depends on the network that they're a part of and what mines it goes to or miners it's going to, and for it to be confirmed or not confirmed in a reasonable amount of time. But here it is in the blockchain. Here's my transaction ID. Super happy with Thunderbit. And that's all I have for you as far as this particular video goes. But watch out, because I'm going to be doing a couple of videos here on, I'm still trying to get to do a video on Wired Coins here and Arum Bank. Really liking Arum Bank so far. And my tests have been going really well. Wired Coins, I've been getting, I did a withdrawal this morning, and that worked just fine. And so videos will be coming soon for those. Other than that, my recommendation list so far is Hashflare mining and Genesis mining if you want to do traditional mining. Genesis mining is still trying to come back, and they're trying to recover from their hack that they had on their website. But so, you know, I would actually, you know, if you're worried about Genesis Mining, put some money into Hashflare because they've been doing really well. My lower risk ones are USI Tech, BitConnect, Control Finance, BitPetite. I put that one in lower risk because it's not a mining operation and it's not a investment operation. It's one that's funding a tumbler. And so that one I'm putting in lower risk. Then medium risk, RM Bank. This one has been around for a long time, and so far so good. I'll do a video on it. Wired Coins is another one that might be the new Ambis, except it's not doing compounding. Then in the high risk, I have Crypto Solutions. This is the one that I put, where if you put $2,000 into Crypto Solutions on the 5,000 plan, there's a plan that's 5,000% in 100 days. So if you take, that's 50 times basically. So in 100 days, it takes a $2,000 investment and turns it into a $100,000 investment. Then they have a second plan that you have to have between $75,000 and $100,000 to put in, where it's an 1,100% plan where you put it in for 25 days and it will multiply by 11. 1.1? I'm pretty sure it's 1.1. Don't hold me to that, but on Crypto Solutions, you can then put it in for 25 days, that $100,000, and it'll turn that $100,000 into $1 million. So potentially, I'm within about 125 days, potentially, of turning a $2,000 investment into $1 million investment. So I have no idea if it's going to go or not. Crypto Solutions has been around for over 800 days. At least that's what their website says. So who knows? We're going to give it a go, though. So, and then the insane risk. These are the ones I don't even want to mention on YouTube. It's, you know, I'm doing it, and I wanted you guys to be aware that I'm trying it, but I have no idea if I'm going to get paid in the end. But they're, I mean, some of them are doubling your money back, more than doubling your money back in 10 hours. Yeah, I'm not going to recommend those at all. Okay, and then here's some more descriptions of my links, and here's some getting started training videos if you need those. My spreadsheets are right here. My email lists are right here. I got frequently asked questions out here, and here's a bio if you want to know a little bit about me. But that's going to be in the Ryan list link that you'll see at the top of the description here. And you'll also see at the top of the description my referral link for Thunderbit, which I highly recommend. And so far, I've got 2 thumbs up for Thunderbit. Keep in mind that it is high risk and only invest money that you can afford to lose, because I have no idea. Thunderbit could fail tomorrow, but as long as it lasts at least 10 days from the time that you deposit your money, you'll actually get 10 times 10% is 100%. You'll get 100% of your money back in 10 days, and then day 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on will be pure profit. So, I mean, I love the idea of in 30 days being able to turn a $10,000 investment into $30,000, which means I would be up by 20 grand. So that's it. That's all I have for you for this video. I hope to see you guys maybe later today, but most likely tomorrow.